Since their first meeting in the 1500s, European settlers and Native Americans have been in conflict with one another. Let's take a look at that first interaction.
Why hello there, you primitive, ignorant person. We have come to change your lives and take your land. What? We have used and trusted this land since the beginning of time. I suggest you get back on your little raft with sails and go back where you came from. It's like these dudes just roll in on canoes with sails and think they can just start telling me what to do and take this land, as if we haven't been here surviving and thriving for hundreds of years.
These natives are so ungrateful. We come to the little settlement, show them all of our new technology and tell them everything that they are doing wrong. Who would not appreciate that?
So it should now be clear that there were some disagreements between the Native Americans and European settlers. Let's explore the three main areas of disagreement. And brace yourself, this will get ugly.
There's only one solution here. We shall take the land and claim it as our own. There are trees to be chopped and sold, minerals to be collected and sold, and grain to be harvested and sold. That makes no sense. We were here first. You know nothing about this land. You didn't let me finish. We will so graciously allow you to continue to farm on our land, and we will share your food. I would assume you would be grateful that we haven't killed you off yet, and be happy to share your land. Nonsense! This land is rightfully ours to be used and owned for hundreds of years. Our ancestors have cultivated our farmlands for generations. We love this land and take wonderful care of it. You would destroy it in weeks trying to make a profit off it. I am starting to sense some arrogance from you, so I have a challenge for you. I would like to see you use my bow and arrow to kill your dinner, build a fire, and cook over it. After all, if you are going to be settling here, you must already know how to do everything we can do. Well, I suppose I'm up to that challenge. But I'm just curious, why wouldn't you shoot with this handy gun? And have the sevens prepared. I am embarrassed by your lack of self-sufficiency. It may be worth my while to let you take over and starve to death, so I wouldn't have to deal with you. Okay, so I'm feeling really embarrassed. I mean, I thought this guy was going to be some kind of grunting idiot. Have you seen his outfit? And what kind of heathen doesn't wear shoes? He actually has a point, and I am beginning to think that we will be toasted crumpets without their help. I just don't know how to tell him that. That was the coolest weapon I've ever seen! Of course I would never admit that. I wonder what I would have to do to get him to let me play with it. But really, this guy knows nothing. He and his buckle-shoot friends are going to die in a week if all they can do is shoot a gun. How can I get my hands on that gun?
On the surface, Native Americans and European settlers seem to have very different religious beliefs. Early American settlers were varying forms of Protestant or Catholic, while Native Americans' religion centered around the nature they lived in. Though their forms of practice were very different, their core beliefs were actually quite similar. Both groups believed in and worshipped an all-powerful creator. They both believed in an evil spirit who brought about negative events, and they both believed in an afterlife for human souls. Now, if only they could have focused on similarities rather than differences. This conflict was clearly very complicated and at times violent. However, we must take from it that history always has two sides, and you cannot fully understand an event or issue without exploring both of them.